Hey guys, this is Stacy from eatthebite.com, and today I'm making these awesome cheddar chicken cutlets with salad. Let me show you how to make them. We'll start by pounding some thin chicken cutlets. When you buy them already thin cut, I've found the thickness can be inconsistent, so I always pound them down a little bit to get them more even. After that, we'll season with a sprinkling of salt and pepper. Then I transfer them to a sheet pan and set them aside while I finish my prep. I'm shredding two types of cheddar for this, a sharp white cheddar and also a mild orange cheddar. I'm going to put the cheese in a bowl and give it a little toss and then set that aside while I separate my egg yolks. I'm using only the yolks to dredge the chicken, so I'm separating my yolks from my whites. Just crack the egg, let the white part fall away into a bowl, and then move the yolk from shell to shell until all the white is gone. At the end, you will have these egg whites, which you can put in the refrigerator to make an omelet later. Now we'll whisk our yolks together until they're well blended, and I will add just a pinch of salt here as well. After that, I'll transfer the yolks to a wider bowl for our dredge station. For the breadcrumbs, I'm using a combination of panko crumbs and regular fine breadcrumbs. Then I'll add my cheddar cheese to the breadcrumbs, and you will want to give that a toss around so the breadcrumbs and cheese are well combined. We need to coat our chicken cutlets in the egg yolk. Just flip it over, make sure it's fully coated, and you want to make sure you let the excess yolk drip off before adding it to the breadcrumb and cheese mixture. Next, make sure both sides are coated well with the crumbs and the cheese, and it should look about like this when you're done. Then transfer the cutlet to a sheet pan and start with the next cutlet. Coat with the egg yolk, let the excess drip off, then coat with the breadcrumb and cheese mixture. And transfer that one over to the sheet pan. Once all the cutlets are coated, we're going to stick these in the fridge for 30 minutes and then we'll start frying them. You want to get the oil nice and hot and then carefully place the cutlets in the pan. And I went ahead and used 2 pans for this since the cutlets were so big, but you can always use one and cook in batches. After a few minutes, once the cutlets are golden brown around the edges, you want to carefully turn them over and cook them another few minutes on the other side. Once the cutlets are done, we're going to transfer them to a paper towel lined sheet pan to cool off. And next, since the cutlets were so big, I decided to cut them in half just like you see here. And then I transfer those over to a platter. And I did toss some crispy hydroponic greens with my favorite balsamic vinaigrette, and I'll leave a link to that below. Then I added those greens to the platter, placed some tomato wedges on top of that, as well as some very, very thinly sliced onion. I added a couple shakes of flaky salt to the cutlets, along with some red pepper flakes. These are both optional. A little fresh grated Parmesan cheese on top of the cutlets, and some fresh parsley if you have that on hand. And let's take a closer look at our cheddar chicken cutlets with salad. I hope you give this one a try and enjoy it as much as I do. I'll leave you now with my live commentary while I taste the cutlets. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
You can serve this with anything you want, but I think it's perfect for like a little side salad. Actually, I'm really hungry now. I love it. It's crunchy. I like that I chose the mild orange cheddar and the sharp cheddar. I can taste that. I like it. I mean, I love sharp cheese, but I didn't want an all sharp cheese taste. Oh, these are delicious. Oh, chicken cutlets and a side salad is the bomb. I can't believe I just said that out loud. I always have a little bit of fresh Parmesan cheese on hand. And as a garnish, I'm going to add a little bit of cheese to the top of that. Yeah, why not? Oh. That just upped the game a little bit here. So I took this technique from an Alex Guarnaschelli recipe that I made like a year ago or so. And The technique is bypassing the flour in the whole dredging station and only using egg yolk. She does it with her pork cutlet recipe that's also on my website and in her book called Cook With Me. And I really like this technique. It's just egg yolk, a breadcrumb mixture with cheese in it. But the star of her dish was the tomato lemon maple syrup. I think the star of this dish is the crunchy cheese. And I think that's why you have to use a canola oil, not do an olive oil and butter combo for this. We want that cheese to cook right away and we want it to get crispy. I'm really loving chicken cutlets lately. This is phenomenal. A little flaky sea salt, a little extra fresh parm on top. I mean, if you want to, you can do a little squeeze of lemon or lime. And a little side salad. It's a great dinner. Love it. I'm gonna probably eat more of this. Okay, pictures, hold on.